Man, we are back. We are back and we are rising, man, like the temperature in Southern California. Welcome to Pick Six, where we cover six teams in the NFL, that being the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Niners, the Packers, the Rams, and of course, our beloved Steelers. Oh, yes, we are back. Bigger, better, and badder. You feel bigger?
A little bit, man.
Yeah, you got a little thighs on you,
Little
man. You feel a
weight.
little better.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, man.
Yeah.
We got to get it going.
Yeah, I just feel like championship material myself, But anyway, let's put that aside, man. Anyway, the NFL season is here. It is kicking off, as are we. So let's go ahead and let's kick this sucker off, Eric.
All right, so we're filming this kickoff eve. All right, so very exciting time. Season starts in our time tomorrow with the Chiefs and the Ravens, so that should be a very exciting matchup. Real quick, who do you think who do you give the edge in that game? I know we don't cover those teams, but it's a pretty exciting matchup, man.
It is. I think those are two powerhouses in the AFC. The Chiefs more than the Ravens, but the Ravens are no punks, though. I mean, I'm a favorite KC. Do you think they got like a Super Bowl hangover, or a little bit too much love in that team?
I think I go Ravens, man. I think I favor the Ravens in that game. Hey, the Chiefs lost last season. All right, they got upset last season against the Lions. I think it might happen again, but that's besides the point. They're still probably Super Bowl favorites, win or loss. So without further ado, let's get to the first game that we have to cover, which is actually on a Friday. The Packers versus the Eagles in Brazil. We have Jordan Love going up against Jalen Hurts, two, I'd say, top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC. Who do you favor for this one, man?
Real quick, has there ever been an NFL game on a Friday? Can anybody let us know? Even if it was a Thursday night that got pushed to a Friday due to for whatever reason they had to cancel Thursday night, so they pushed it to a Friday. I can't, just off the top of my head, I can't think of there ever being a Friday game.
There was one last year.
What?
On Black Friday, yeah. It was like the Jets and the Dolphins or something like that.
That's right. A Black Friday game. Wow. Could go so many ways with that. But okay. So Love versus who are they facing?
The Eagles.
The Eagles. Who's the home team in this one?
I guess technically the Eagles, but they're going to be wearing their away jerseys because there's a whole thing with green over there. I don't know the full politics with the Brazil stuff. So, I mean, I guess you don't want to wear green in that stadium, but the Packers are. They're wearing their home greens, and the Eagles, they're not even wearing like their green pants or their green helmets. They're wearing black helmets and black pants. So they're trying to avoid wearing green. So they chose their uniforms.
Look, I've never been to South America, but whenever I think Brazil, I think green. I do. Maybe just because of like trees, Amazon, whatever it may be. But anyway, look, I don't really keep up with the NFL during the off season. So just going off last season, I got to go with the Packers, man. I'm going to go with the Packers. I like Love. I do. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's great, but I think if you put some really good pieces around him, I think the team can be great, but I don't think he himself will ever be great, if that makes sense.
You don't think he's the next Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre?
No. He's, to me, something like a Russell Wilson. And I've said this about Russell Wilson when he was with the Seahawks. I said, listen, Russell Wilson he's a good quarterback, but he's not great. And people were saying, oh man, he's an elite quarterback. And I'm like, no, he's not. The team is a great team, and he's a good quarterback that happens to be on a great team. Okay. but he himself is not going to be the great quarterback. And I see the same with Love.
We'll get into Russell Wilson when we get there. But for this one, man, I mean, have the Eagles they've lost talent and they've also gained talent. Losing Jason Kelsey is a huge deal for the offensive line for the Eagles. How effective is that little tush push going to be, the brotherly shove? Probably not as good, and I think people are kind of tired of seeing that anyway, so that's good for the rest of the NFL, I guess. They did get Saquon Barkley, which when he's on the field is one of the better running backs in the league. I'm not going to say he's number one. I believe that Christian McCaffrey is still probably number one. But the Eagles still have a solid team. They had a downfall last year. I don't know what happened to them. And I think that continues in week 1, man. I don't think they're going to be all there. I think the fact that the Packers are wearing green in that stadium might favor them less. But you know what? I don't care. I'm still going with the Packers. I just think they're the better team here.
Hey, let me ask you this. Do we see Jason Kelsey more at Eagle games, or do we see him more at Kansas City Chiefs games, tossing a cold drink back with what's her face, Taylor Swift?
I think he'll be there for the bigger games for the Eagles, but I think more than likely he'll be more at the Chiefs games.
Yeah.
Doing the tomahawk chop.
Doing the tomahawk chop with his shirt off, just yelling, kicking it with the fans. Oh, yeah, man. Tossing back some cold ones.
Hey, man, shout out Jason Kelsey. He was one of the best, man.
Very entertaining.
Next, we have a rivalry game between the Raiders and the Chargers at SoFi Stadium, which we already know how that goes. Definitely going to be a Raider home game. How do you feel on this one, man? Not John Harbaugh. Wait, am I getting the right Harbaugh twin here?
Which one is it, John or Jim?
Jim. It's Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh, yeah, because John is with the Ravens.
Right, John's
yeah.
Jim Harbaugh, his first game with the Chargers. How do you feel on this one, man?
Jim Harbaugh, much more entertaining than John Harbaugh. I'll tell you guys that much, man. It's just much more fun to watch him coach than his brother. Not to say that his brother's a really good coach, man. And as a Steeler fan, I hate saying that, but Jim's very entertaining. This is at Allegiant Stadium.
It's in SoFi. At SoFi, which does it really?
At SoFi.
Does it really make a difference here, though?
Okay, man? I get you. It's
sorry, Charger fans.
Yeah, man. So it's a Allegiant Stadium of Los Angeles, I guess. So
I've been giving Charger fans a hard time, man. I don't mean to do that.
Oh man, this is gonna be straight Raider Nation all day long, man. I don't watch any preseason, so you gain a new coach. He's I think he's a good coach. I like the work that he was doing with the Niners. I do, but that's been quite a few years. I don't really watch college football like that. I guess I heard different things of what he was doing. What was in Michigan?
Yeah,
I heard different things. But I'll be real, I didn't check any of it out, and it's been years since I've seen him in the NFL. Going into the first game, I like Herbert. I do. That's a quarterback that I think you can build around. The Raiders, they got their coach, man, straight out of Compton, homie. I'll let you go first on this one, man. I'm kind of feeling pressured here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know where either team stands. Which team do I trust more to actually potentially make the playoffs? If I had to choose one, it's going to be the Raiders. Very big question mark at the quarterback position. I'll say that. But the rest of the team that they have is actually pretty solid. I like what I saw from the Raider defense in particular the end of last season. And the Chargers, do they have Justin Herbert? Yes. Do they have Harbaugh? Yes. Are they two good factors to have in a team? Yes. What else do they have on that team right now? Nothing. You could build around Justin Herbert.
Yes, you can.
They don't got anything around Justin Herbert right now. They lost a lot of star power this offseason, man. I mean, they don't even have Keenan Allen anymore. Who is Justin Herbert going to throw to? I don't know. So for that particular reason, I think that it might be a rough season for the Chargers, and it's going to start in week 1. And I think the Raiders take the victory here in this one, man. AP gets the victory here.
You know what? I'll go Chargers. I'm going to go Chargers. Chargers, don't let me down. All you Charger fans, yes, I'm talking to all 5 of you. Don't let me down. Okay? You got 500 million Raider fans. Okay? And there's only 5 Charger fans. Do not let me down because I'm putting my faith in you. I'm going to go Chargers, man. I'm going to say they kick off the season with a victory over the rival Raiders. And don't let me down, man. Don't let me down. You know what happens when you let me down. So
we'll see, man. We will see with that one. And
this is the champ talking here now.
That is the champ. That's not wrong.
I don't know if you know that because I rarely bring that up.
Next, we have the Rams at the Detroit Lions. Storylines all over this game. Once again, for the 3rd time in 2 years that they're facing each other, by the way, I believe.
To start the season or?
No.
Oh, okay.
In general.
All right.
Because they did play each other in the playoffs last year.
Oh.
Starting off the season this year. I think, did they not start off the season last year? Am I tripping? I don't know. But I do believe it's the 3rd time in 2 seasons. How do you feel on this one? Jared Goff going up against Matthew Stafford, the man who took his job from Los Angeles, and they switched.
Yeah.
Switched jobs.
They switched jobs, man. And I thought they both actually started playing better when they both did the switcheroo. This could possibly be game of the week. I think they're both pretty good. You've been pretty high on Detroit. I think the Rams are no pushover, though. I think the Rams definitely have a shot. I think the Rams have a good shot, man, in their division. Where's this game at?
In Detroit.
I want to go Rams, man. I want to go Rams just because it's the home team. But I already went Chargers. And they're somewhat the home team, even though the Raiders are more of a home team. It's built on the fan base. I got to go Detroit on this one. I got to go Lions. I got to go Lions. I'm going to say it's a good game, but I'm going to say Lions come out on top.
I got to bring this up again. The energy, the crowd that I saw in Detroit for a preseason game was insane, man. Those Lion fans are going to be rocking. And, I mean, they have the team, man.
Man, those Lion fans really impressed you.
They did.
Wow.
See, you didn't see it.
Wow.
I saw it.
Okay. I'll take your word
All
for
right,
it.
it was pretty impressive for a preseason. Regular season comes around, I'm sure they're going to be rocking. That stadium's going to be rocking, man. Lions just have a good team. I think they're just a better team. Can I see the Rams going in there and upsetting the Lions? No, I don't. I actually think the Lions win by 2 possessions here. I think they show their dominance here and prove that they can be a top team in the NFC starting week 1.
Right.
Not saying the Rams aren't no sleeper pick or anything like that. I do see them in the playoffs, but I just think the Lions got this one, man.
Okay, so we're both saying it's going to be a good day for Eminem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got to go Lions.
Next, we have an intriguing matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Dak Prescott, Deshaun Watson, the battle of the number 4s at quarterback.
44.
How do you feel on this one, man? In Cleveland.
Do the Cowboy fans still have they turned their backs on Dak?
Let me know, Cowboy fans.
Yeah, have you guys turned your backs on Dak? I want to know that because I remember when we first got into the scene. Oh man, let's buy his jersey and everything. And I don't know, man. I must say, probably like last season, I started hearing a lot of things. Oh man, get rid of him, get rid of him. Let me know. Let me know. Let us know. Is Dak still your guy? Or you just want to get rid of him, man? This is in Cleveland.
Yes, sir, in Cleveland.
This is just going off the top of my head, Holmes, because in reality, I need to see a few games to see where every team lays. I don't watch any preseason. I know the Browns are not, the Browns that they were for many, many years, but I gotta go Cowboys, man. I'm not really sure what the Browns really have to give. Deshaun Watson, I mean, I liked him when he was with the Texans. Then he started getting into a little bit of trouble, and I gotta go. I gotta go Cowboys. I'm more interested in Cowboy fans. Have they turned their back on Dak?
I wouldn't be surprised if they have. I mean, he hasn't won a true meaningful game, if that makes sense. He hasn't had a career-defining win yet. And he's been in the league for, 8, 9 years already? It's been a while since he's been in the league.
He's warming up, man.
He's warming up. At some point, it's the Cowboys.
Man, he's warming up.
It's the Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys. It's America's team.
Exactly. That's my point with that. So with the Browns, their defense is really good. All right. Arguably the best defense in the league. I still question Deshaun Watson, man.
Ooh, okay.
I do. He really hasn't been the player that the Browns have wanted him to be when he's on the field or off the field. I mean, I don't really even know if that made a difference.
What was the legal issue he was facing? Some massage parlor stuff, or
yeah, something like that, man. Hey, man, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you kept on trying.
No, I know he had legal issues, and then it just came to my mind, like, wait. I started thinking, like, wait, what was his legal issues? And I thought it was something of that sort. So, all right, man. So, look, hopefully he's spending time away from, getting his body massaged and more on the field and the playbook and getting the job done. Look, I think he could be a good quarterback. I do. I thought he was doing a good job with the Texans.
That was already a couple seasons.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe his best football's behind him. I don't know. But he hasn't been looking like the Deshaun Watson of old. That's for sure.
Well, how long has he been in the league?
2020? 2019? It's been a while now. It's been quite a few years.
No, he's warming up.
But quarterback's just warming up, just starting to stretch out their arms. Come on, man. It's the NFL. But for that reason, I'm going Cowboys. Mainly because I feel like I could trust Dak Prescott more than I could trust Deshaun Watson, which how much is that trust? Not that much. But I've seen more from Dak Prescott in recent years than I've seen from Deshaun Watson.
I wonder if Dak is disgruntled. I wonder if he even really wants to be there.
Hey, man, they just paid CeeDee Lamb. Who knows if they're actually going to re-sign Dak, extend Dak? Who knows? There's a lot of rumors with Dak, so we'll have to wait and see there, man. Maybe in the offseason.
Such a cool name. You always got to say the whole thing, CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Right? You never just say your first or your last name. You say the whole name. Hey, what's your name? CeeDee Lamb. Like, it's just rolls right off the tongue, man. Just a cool name. It's up there with Max Powers.
All right, so we're both going Cowboys there. Next, we have Monday Night Football. The New York Jets from Jersey going up against the San Francisco 49ers from Santa Clara. Aaron Rodgers, Brock Purdy. What do we have here? Two really good defenses, man. That's as far as what it should be. I don't know, man.
I mean, you think of the rivalry, man, from coast to coast. You're talking about Santa Clara and New Jersey. I mean, you don't think of any other cities when you think about coast to coast rivalries. You think about those two cities, Santa Clara and Jersey, man. Damn. God bless America. Where's this game at?
It's in Santa Clara.
All right, man. That's right. Bringing it here to the Wild Wild West Coast. Oh, yeah. Aaron Rodgers played what? 3 plays last year?
3 entire plays, people. 3 whole plays. All right.
All right, look. We don't know what kind of Rodgers we're getting after that injury. He's not a young guy. Okay, he's not a young guy. It's easy to say, like, hey, he's healthy, good, he's healthy, but is he going to be the same? He has not played football in quite a while. There's going to be some rust. Sure, there's preseason, sure, but you cannot, replicate a real game, real time going like this. I think he's a veteran enough to pick it back up like this, but it might take him a quarter, maybe 2. The Jets.
Jersey Jets.
The Jersey Jets, man. God, that would sound so much better than New York Jets.
I'm just saying.
Just call them Jersey Jets, man. Gosh, that would be cool, man. And have CeeDee Lamb go up there. CeeDee Lamb plays for the Jersey Jets. God, just wow. I want to go for the Niners because we cover that team and it's the Wild Wild West Coast, man. But something's telling me that Rodgers is going to come in and he's going to make a statement. I think it's going to take him maybe a full quarter to really get back into the groove of things. But I see Rodgers coming in and really making it happen.
Okay. All right. Yeah, like you said, I'm not sold on the Jets just yet. Can they be potentially a contender in the AFC East? If Rodgers is the Rodgers of old, probably. But that's a big if. He is old, man. He's on the older side as far as NFL wise. I mean, he's got 3 years at the very most as far as playing. Coming off of a huge injury. I'm not putting my money on the Jets this season. If I had to, I'm not.
Well, I mean, you got to think about the Dolphins in that division.
Yeah, and Buffalo's still there.
Buffalo's still there, too.
They have taken steps down, multiple steps, I'll say, for Buffalo. Niners should win this game. The only reason why they don't win this game is if they're feeling themselves too much, man. Which I don't know why you would, because you're coming off of a Super Bowl loss, another Super Bowl loss. So I'll go Niners here. I could see potentially a good game, but I'm still not putting my money on the Jets yet.
The Niners got Swift. They got Swift last year, man. The Niners got Swift last year. So here's the time for revenge, right?
Hey, both Aaron Rodgers and the Niners are here to just make a statement in week 1. Who makes a statement? I'm going Niners. He's going Jersey Jets.
Jersey Jets. Dang it. I like that, man.
So now we have the Pittsburgh Steelers walking into Mercedes-Benz Stadium to face the Atlanta Falcons. We have Russell Wilson. We have Kirk Cousins. What more can you ask for in a quarterback duo?
You like that? You like that?
How do you feel about this one, man? 2 quarterbacks coming into 2 completely new cultures going at it.
I remember there was a time that the Steelers were talking about possibly getting Kirk Cousins, and I was like, yeah, that would have been too bad.
That would have been bad.
I thought they would have been okay, man. I mean, come on. Look at what the Steelers have been going through in the quarterback position,
Cousins.
Again, I'm not saying, hey, sign him for 10 years or something. I just say, try him out. But, all right, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins.
Does that not excite you, man? That's just, I can't wait.
Are you not entertained? Yeah, I don't know why you would watch this game unless you're a Falcon or a Steeler fan. Outside of that, I don't know why you're watching this game. But definitely gonna go with my Steelers. Okay. If I were not a Steeler fan, yeah, I mean, I would still give the upper hand to the Steelers.
It is a hard game to judge. I'll say that.
It's definitely hard, not because they're both really good, but because there's just two huge question marks with exclamation marks behind the big question mark. I don't know what the Falcons. I don't know who they are or what they're doing, and the Steelers. Even though I'm a Steeler fan, I'm not really sure what they really can do. So I just the Steeler fan in me is just saying, go get them. It is in Atlanta. I mean, I guess that counts for something, but yeah, man, it's just two big question marks, man. It's tough for me to call it, but like I said, the Steeler fan in me says Steelers. If I wasn't a Steeler fan, it'd probably be a little bit more of a teeter-totter, but I'm not sure if you could go with either or saying I stamp it 100%. I don't think you can do that. So I think either way you go is a pretty much of a safe bet.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Falcons, they can potentially be good. Great, no. Good, yes. But that's if that question mark gets answered. Will it? I don't know. I don't even know if Kirk Cousins is the answer. I don't even. And they paid him a lot of money. And they also got Michael Penix Jr. in the draft for some reason. But the Steelers, I like a lot of what they did this offseason. I do believe the defense should be better. On paper, they are better. Offensive line, still got to see. Should be better. Look, we don't need Russell Wilson to be what Ben Roethlisberger was. Okay, he doesn't need to put the team on his back. As long as this defense is as good as we think it could be, that's what top 3, top 5 defense in the league. I mean, they got Patrick Queen. He was the best in his position last season. Russell Wilson just needs to be good. Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, it doesn't matter. We just need a quarterback to be good. I mean, hell, they had Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph. The only quarterback that was really good was Mason Rudolph. They still went 10-7 last year. So as long as a quarterback can be good, I think the Steelers should be good. So I'm going Steelers here. 50, and it's a 51-49 percentage here. It's not by much because we don't know what the Steelers look like yet. And we don't know what the Falcons look like.
Okay. What do you think about the Steelers defense? What's his name? Just signed a new deal.
Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward, yeah. What do you think about their defense? Do you think their defense is good? You know, Steelers have a rich history of being, defense, right? What do you think their defense is going to be like?
I think it should be better than what it was last season.
Okay.
If they could stay healthy, it should be better than last season. I mean, they've upgraded in multiple positions defensively. So I do have high hopes for this defense. Maybe offense, I'm not too sure. That's what's kind of giving me questions here. Defense, I'm a believer in the Steelers defense right now.
Wow.
Don't let me down here, all right? Don't give up 30 points. All right? That's all I got to say. The Steelers offense does not need to put up 30 points like the Killer Bees did. They don't. They just need to be good. That's it.
Well, if that defense can hold back a Kirk Cousins offense, maybe that speaks volumes.
Highly paid Kirk Cousins.
You like that? You like that? Well, hey, by the way, man, since the champ speaking here, we bet dinner. Yeah, we did. The loser, and I hate to use that word, but the loser needs to pay the champ dinner. Just
I'll see what's up.
I just thought I'd throw it out there, man. But all right, well, that's our picks for week 1. It feels good to be back, man.
Yes, it does, man. I mean, off season feels like such a long time for the NFL. For some reason, I don't know why it's for the NFL. For other sports, it doesn't seem like it's as long, but for football, it does, man. So it's good to be back.
All right, before we go, these new rule changes, right, with the kickoff and the onside kick in week 1, do they have any kind of effect on the game?
Yeah,
they do. So there's
I
a couple
think-
of offsides.
Yeah, I
and
think there's
kickoffs
some
and
weird
stuff.
stuff going on, some crazy offsides when the score is tied up late in the fourth quarter and costs a team a game. I don't want to wish that on any team. All right, but if there's a team for that to happen, do it against Baltimore, Cleveland, or Bengals. But I don't wish that on any team this season or this week.
You're gonna have a coach saying like, we wanted to go for an onside kick in the third quarter, but we couldn't. Do you think there's gonna be anything like that?
That one's gonna be a little bit harder to do, I guess,
It is.
unless the refs just aren't there. I know it's they're trying to write the scripts here, but I do think there's some weirdness that goes on. Week 1, I think it takes a couple weeks for it to kind of settle in, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully, it doesn't cost your team a game.
Unless your team is the Falcons.
Unless your team is the Falcons. Yeah, I don't want to get the whole rundown again. You guys know where I'm coming from.
That is our picks. What are your picks?
Let us know.
That is week 1 on the Pick 6. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
Booyah!